Hey everyone, Sleepy Trek here. Okay, let's discuss number one, otherwise known as Ensign Tilly. I know there's been a little discussion out there in Trekverse on whether this is a stupid or a brilliant move by Saru. Okay, in the last episode, Sanctuary, that was episode 8 of season 3, Discovery, Tilly's character on screen definitely has a change in behavior, or at least that's the way it appears. And I know there's some people out there that are calling it a rewrite, the character or something like that, and I'm like, no, not a rewrite. Okay, I don't talk much about myself and what I do for an actual living because I make videos for Star Trek and I do DIY stuff. I make no money off of it. It's just something to do. But that's for another video. Okay, so I'm a defense contractor. And one of the things in my professional life that has actually held me back is basically exactly how Tilly has been since the beginning. Brilliant, smartest person in the room, but communicating that confidence is that self-image to everyone else, projecting it through the room, isn't there. And I relate to that 100%. That is me. No wonder why I consider my favorite character within Star Trek Discovery, because it's a reflection of me. A lot of people in their professional lives, when they get into a position, they end up faking it until they make it. It's just the way life is a lot of times. There is the invert of it, which is very rare, which is you're not going to shine until someone gives you the chance. Now, in plenty of positions, especially in companies, individual contributors have the ability to lead and demonstrate that, and that's how they get promoted. There is a certain piece that's missing that comes with that promotion, even if Tilly wasn't officially promoted, but the position she was in is a pseudo promotion of it itself. It's one thing to be said, go do this task. It's another thing, go be the leader of this task. And knowing that your leader has your back 100% of the time. I think most people aren't going to disagree with this, that how insidious and corrosive when a manager calls out someone in public, how that is horrible managerial skills. But the same thing kind of goes in the background when someone's promoted and they're literally given the authority. It's passed down with the understanding that, hey, I have your back as your leader. It can have a 180-degree change in behavior because that was the missing piece of the puzzle to one's confidence. It's knowing, hey, on the technical side, I don't have a problem there. I know what I'm doing. On the people side and the decision-making and the decision-making side, leadership side, hey, I know what I'm doing there, but I don't feel like I have the my leadership and management's back, or they have my back. When that inverts and you're like, hey, Saru's behind me, poof, it's like flipping a switch. And that's kind of the boat I'm in. like I said, I'm an engineering lead. Basically, that means I deal with all the bullshit without any of the reward. And a lot of the problems go to it is that I don't feel like I could actually make a decision and then go up to management and then like, whatever Sleepy said. Knowing that you have that card up your sleeve is such a confidence boost. It's unbelievable. But at the same time, getting into that position takes opportunity, luck, and someone to see that you have that ability to do that, just given the right circumstances. Because the unfortunate flip side is, if you decide to have to show that confidence and they don't have your back, you can roast your entire career. And especially for someone that lacks confidence in that realm, it can destroy any opportunity for years or the rest of their lives. I don't blame people. I don't blame myself for not wanting to take the chance. But yeah, that's my take. This has always been in her. This has always been the character. It's always been Tilly. She just needed someone to buy into it. And if you noticed, when the engineering crew bought into her taking it before she did, and noticed people like myself, the individual people that you work with one-on-one basis, see your potential and your skills as a leader long before management does. Just that because the way of you go about your business. You're quiet and you can be quiet in big scenes or incredibly awkward, as we've seen plenty of times Tilly demonstrate. I've been in those shoes before, plenty of times. You know where Commodore Baltics came from? Let's see here, almost 10 years ago. I don't remember the situation. We were in a conference room talking about something, and like 10 minutes before, someone was talking about Monopoly. It was my second boss. Matrix organizations, convoluted. But said something about Monopoly, and 10 minutes later, he said, "Oh yeah, what's the first one? First base." And I said, "It's Baltics." I just blurted it out without thinking. What? So this is where Baltics comes from. But yeah, so I don't think this is a rewrite at all. If this was a full 24, 26 episode season, you'd get filler episodes that could dive deeper into Tilly's life. Her childhood, grew up, academy, and see how she's progressed. And I almost guarantee sometime in the rest of the season, we're going to have an opportunity to see her completely melt down behind scenes. Because I would. Absolutely. Frackin' literally. So, that's my take on the whole Tilly thing. I love the character development. And I think we'll get more character development and tidbits as we go forward. It's hard to do in a 13 episode season. But till next time, give a like, subscribe, comment. What do you think? I'm Sleepy Turkey.